shit has hit the fan. Send lawyers, guns, and money. Send lawyers, guns, and money. Send lawyers, guns, and money. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are really happy you're here tonight. We all don't work together that much. This is the sixth. You gonna sit for a while? All right. This is the sixth time we've done this with these guys, and we started as a one-time thing, and it just sort of snowballed. So this is our sixth effort, and it's hard to get everybody together. We all travel, so I was trying to think of a good song, a good travel song. Tommy and Al are in the Rubinoos. They just got back. How long were you guys gone? They spent a month in Italy and Spain and Norway touring. So they just got back recently. I was in an equally exotic place last weekend. I was in South Carolina.
I was in Oroville last week,
Dick
Jack.
went to Oroville. Did you spend the night? Or?
Feather Falls Casino.
Oh, look at you.
We were rocking.
Wow,
Yeah.
big shot. So I was trying to think of like a road song that we could do, and there's a ton of road songs. But we picked this one out, and I think you'll like it. Also give you a chance right at the top of the show to see what these guys can do. This is a song that was written by Dave Dudley. It's been covered by everybody from Taj Mahal to Steve Earle. We do the Flying Burrito Brothers version. This is 6 Days on the Road.
And the band's about to get bigger, too.
We're going to introduce right here, ladies and gentlemen, from Markham Way, that's Dean Buckshot Chance, ladies and gentlemen, and join us on harp. Thank you, Dick. Had notes on the floor and didn't even get it. 6 Days on the Road. Well, I pulled out of Pittsburgh, rolling down the eastern seaboard. I got my diesel wound up and she's a-running like never before. There's a speed zone ahead on the right, and I don't see a cop in sight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. I got 10 Ford Gears and a Georgia overdrive. I'm taking little white pills and my eyes are open wide. Well, I just passed a Jimmy and a white. I've been passing everything in sight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Dean Champ. Tommy Dunbar. Well, the ICC's been checking on down the line. I'm a little overweight and my logbook's way behind. But nothing's gonna bother me tonight. I'm gonna dodge them scales, alright. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Well, it's been 6 weeks since I kissed my baby goodbye. I could have a lot of women, but I'm not like some other guys. I could find one to hold me tight, but I could never make believe it's alright. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Well, my rig's a little low, but that don't mean be alright. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Thank you. So now I have to mention here, in the third row, right here. See this group right here, Dick? Yeah. You see these people? Yeah. That's the 18th Street Mafia right there. All right. Anything that I'm telling you, don't.
Are they dangerous? Are they dangerous?
Anything that happens between 3rd Avenue and Markham Way, that's the group.
Oh shit.
You either talk to them or you're fucked. That's the way it goes. I'm just saying.
All right.
You try to stay on their good side. All right. This is a song that we've done several times. It was done by the Buckinghams. The Buckinghams were a group from Chicago who were trying to horn in on the English invasion during the Beatles period, right? They had all these American bands that gave themselves the Buckinghams. Sir Douglas Quintet were from San Antonio, Texas. They all have Beatle haircuts. The Kingsmen were from Seattle. The only group that wasn't doing that was Paul Revere and the Raiders. Right. And I don't remember that I grew up in Massachusetts. He didn't have any Raiders. He was a solo act. But I love this tune. And the reason I really like this tune, and you'll realize throughout the course of the evening that I have this penchant for knowing stuff that really there's no reason to know. I love the background vocals of this song because most background vocals in pop songs are just ooh, and we'll do a bunch of those tonight. But this background vocal, if you know this song, the name of the song is kind of a drag. And if you know this song, if you haven't heard it in a while, you'll probably recognize it. But what I love about this song is the background vocal has its own story that's sort of separate from the regular song. This is kind of a drag by the Buckinghams. Kind of a drag when your baby don't love you. Kind of a drag when you think she's been untrue. Oh, listen to what I've got to say. Oh, I still love you, I still love you. I'll always love you. Cry. Oh, girl, even though you made me cry, oh, I still love you, and I'll always love you even though you made me feel blue. Oh, I still love you, and I'll always love you How about these guys, huh? So one of the fun things about me doing this job is you know, a lot of you know, I work alone most of the time. Tommy and I did a play last year together at the B Street. But I work alone, and it's fun to work together with a group of people. I don't think, I'm not going to get political, but I don't think as a group of people we work together enough. I'm going to tell you a really quick story. before the next song. This really reaffirmed my belief in humans and just being people, right? It happened with a bunch of people I didn't know. I had no idea who they were. It was early in the morning, and I had to go do something very early, and I was on X, getting on the 50 freeway, and the metering light was on. And so it had backed up traffic. There were maybe, I don't know, 15 or 20 cars all backed up waiting for the metering light, 8 o'clock in the morning, right? And some person, somebody who was much more important than us, got out of line and went right up to the front and tried to nose in. And all of these people who I did not know, we all worked together. We did not let that asshole in. How about that? Yeah. Well, it sort of reaffirms your faith in humans, doesn't it? Doesn't it make you feel just a little bit better? Not today, asswipe. This is a song from one of my favorite bands, a Scottish band that Al and I have a real affinity for. The band was called Delamitri. And a bunch of the songs that we're going to do tonight, for no reason other than it just happened to be this way, is sort of about lost love, or sort of about being in love with someone and they're not in love with you, and knowing that you're the right person for this person and they're with somebody else. And I didn't plan it that way. When Dick and I put the set list together, it just sort of happened. And this is one of those songs. The other thing that I like to do in these shows sometimes, play a lot of songs that you know, but also maybe introduce you to stuff that you don't know. This is a song by a Scottish band called Delamitri, and the song is called Roll to Me.
Situation, the right time to roll to me, roll to me. Look into your heart, pretty baby, is it aching with some aimless need? Is there something wrong and you can't put your finger on it? Right then, roll to me. And I don't think I have ever seen a soul so in despair. So if you want to talk the night through, guess who will be there? So don't try to deny it, pretty baby. You've been down so long you can hardly see. When the engine stalls and it won't stop raining, it's the right time to roll to me. Roll to me. Seen a soul so in despair. So if you want to talk the night through, guess who will be there? So look into your world, pretty baby. Is it everything you hoped it'd be? The wrong guy, the wrong situation, the right time to roll to me. The right time to roll to me. The right time to roll to me.
Thank you. So this is another song that's a new one for us this year. This song has an interesting story to it again. A lot of really unusable knowledge that I have. This is a song called Poke Salad Annie. Some of you remember that's Tony Joe White, 1969 it was released. But here's the interesting story about this song, and now I hope it doesn't ruin it for you. The original title of the song was Poke Sellet Annie, S-E-L-L-E-T. Sellet is a green that grows. If you listen to the song, he says there's a plant that grows out in the woods. It's not a salad, it's sellet. And it's an Old English word for cooked greens. So the record company, in their infinite wisdom, because they're idiots, said, well, nobody's going to know what salad is. We have to call it salad. Poke Salad Annie. The problem with sellet is if you eat it without cooking it, it can be poisonous. So you have to wonder how many people the record company killed by making them want to have a poke salad. And the next time you hear Tony Joe, you can hear him say, sell it. Now, I need your help on this song, okay? And we're going to ask for some audience participation throughout the evening. There is a point in this song. How many of you remember this song by applause? Okay. So there's a point in the song where he says, the gator's got your granny. At that point, the lyric is, chomp, chomp, chomp. So say it with me, ready? Chomp, chomp, chomp. So when I get to that part, I'm going to point to you. It happens twice in the song, and that's your part. Chomp, 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 chomp. This is Poke Salad Any by Tony Joe White. Kind of a swampy. Somebody never been down south too much. I'm going to tell you a bit about this so you understand what I'm talking about. Out there we got a plant that grows out in the woods and fields. Looks something like a turnip green. Everybody call it poke salad. Poke salad. Used to know a girl lived down there. She'd go out in the evening, pick her a mess of it, carry it home, cook it up for supper. Because that's about all they had to eat. But they did all right. Down in Louisiana, where the alligators grow so mean, there lived a girl that I swear to the world made the alligators look tame. Poke salad Annie, poke salad Annie. Everybody said it was a shame, because her mama was working on a chain gang. A mean businesswoman. Now every day for supper time, she'd go down by the truck patch and pick her a mess of poke salad, carry it home in a tote sack. Poke salad Annie, the gator's got your granny. Chop, chop, chop. Everybody said it was a shame, because her mama was working on a chain gang. A wretched, spiteful, straight razor toting woman. Lord have mercy. Pick a mess of it.